Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve another popular LeetCode coding question 395, longest substring with at least k repeating characters. So as you can see, this is also another quite likable coding question on LeetCode of medium complexity. So this is a string related coding problem. So we are going to look into the details of this problem. I'll explain you the Java solution to solve this problem in today's session. We will also test our solution with a few test cases. So before we start looking into the problem details, I want to mention that this channel is to help people in their coding and Java interviews. On this channel, you will find lots of helpful videos, including 400 different varieties of solved coding problems explained with whiteboarding session, examples and Java code. Many of those coding problems are taken from previously asked coding interview questions by Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, LinkedIn, Netflix, Uber, Lyft, and many other companies. So if you are preparing for any coding rounds of interviews or Java rounds of interviews, this channel can definitely help you in your interview preparation process. So please subscribe to this channel now. Also, whenever we come across any important coding problems, we create videos on this channel so that we can explain the logic, approaches and the solutions in Java to other people, so they can also learn by watching these videos how to solve different varieties of coding problems using Java. So make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important coding videos from this channel. So let us start with this important problem 395, longest substring with at least k repeating characters. Given a string s and integer k, return length of longest substring of s such that the frequency of each character in this substring is greater than or equal to k. So this is what the problem statement says. They have given some examples here. We'll go there. The constraint says that the s dot length will be maximum 10 raised to 4. S contains lowercase English letters and k will be between 10 and 1 and 10 raised to 5. So let's take some examples on the whiteboard so we will understand more about this coding problem. So this is one of the examples they have given us. So now what they are saying basically, let's first understand what the problem is asking us to do. Then I'll show you the Java solution. So now they have given us one string and we have to find out any substring in this string. But the important thing is it can have at least k repeating characters. So now k is 2 in this case, right? At least 2 repeating characters. So which substring has a 2 repeating characters here, right? So this is one substring which has 2 repeating characters, right? So a occurs 2 times, b occurs 3 times. So this is the largest substring, correct? You can have a substring like this also, a b a b. This a also 2 times, b also 2 times. So it occurs um, at least 2 times, right? But this has a length 4. Now we want to find out longest substring. So that's why we should take ABABB, right, until this point. So it will give us 5 length, right, and that length we have to return basically. So this is what the problem is basically. So now you understood the problem, right? We cannot take this string, right? We cannot take ABA, right? Why? Because A appears 2 times, so that is fine, but B appears only 1 time. So this string cannot be possible basically, right? So we have to find out a string that have at least k repeating characters. So now let's take another example I created here. So let's see, this is another string, right, where k is again 2 here, right? So now which string we can take here? Maximum 2 repeating characters should be there, right? So now if we take this string, let's say abcd and abcd, right, then this is the maximum length substring basically. A occurs 2 times, B occurs 2 times, C occurs 2 times, D occurs 2 times. Every ABCD character occurs 2 times and the length is 8. So this is we have to identify that kind of string where each character appears at least k times, correct? So now in this case means basically it is for sure that we have to keep track of how many times the character in that substring appears, correct? So the best thing to do for that kind of situation is use frequency array, right? That is where we use frequency array. of integer 26, right? Why integer 26? Because integer arrays are easy to manipulate, right? So we will map characters into integers. So characters start from A, B, and it will go until Z, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. So A we will map it to 0, B will map it to 1, C we will map it to 2, Z we will map it to 25 maximum, right? English alphabet has 0 to means A to Z characters, so 0 to 25, total 26 will be the length of frequency array. So you understood the frequency array now. So how we will use this frequency array in this case, right? So what we will do is we have to find out a substring. So we will keep we will keep cutting this string into substrings, right? So for example, I'll keep cutting it like this: A, then AB, then ABA, then ABAB, like this, right? For example, let's say if I cut this string as a ABAB, right? Then I will create a frequency array for whenever I cut it into a substring, I will create a frequency array, right? Now, for example, what is the frequency array it will give me? So for A, we will put into 0, zeroth position we will put 2, right? Because A occurs 2 times, correct? And for B, we will put at the 1 index 2, right? Because B is occurring 2 times here, right? All the remaining values will be 0, correct, in the frequency array. Now we will implement one helper function that will take frequency array, this frequency array, and it will take k, right? It will take k and frequency array. It will go through all these frequencies from 0 to 26, 25, right? Sorry, it's 25. And it will check if it finds out any value which is greater than 0. It will keep calculating how many values it finds. For example, here it finds 2 values greater than 0, right? So it found 2 characters which are greater than 0, and it is greater than or equal to 2, right? So it will also keep track of how many characters it found greater than 0 is 2, and how many characters it found greater than or equal to 2. That is another variable, right? Greater than or equal to 2. Again, it will find out 2 values like this, right? So at the end, it will check these 2 with these 2. If both are same, right? Then it means that, and its value is equal to k, right? Then it means that this substring that we are looking at contains different characters here, right? With k, at least k values, right? And all the values are more than, greater than or equal to 2, correct? All the values here are greater than equal to 2. So this is the way we will solve this longest substring with at least k repeating characters problem. So I hope it is clear to you now. Let us say, let us discuss one scenario where we don't have enough frequency characters, right? So let us see like how it will work in that case, right? So it will be more clear to you. So now let us say you have A occurs 2 times, but you have everything occurs 0 times, right? Everything occurs 0 time. For example, you have, let's say you have one substring. Here we don't have that kind of string, but you have one substring, for example, let's say called as AA. Then your A appears 2 times, everything appears 0 times, right? So what it will do is it will calculate how many characters it finds greater than or equal to 2 times. It find one character like this here, right? One character it find out which is greater than equal to 2. So now this is the maximum it can find out, right? So let us take one other example actually. So we will take this example where we have a substring called as A and B, right? A and B. So now A appears one time and B appears one time, right? So this is the array index 0, 1, index 1 is also 1, right? Everything else will be 0 in this array, correct? C, D, E, F, G, H, so all until the 25, you go until Z, it is 0, right? Then it will go through this array and it will calculate how many values it is find in this array which is greater than 0, right? 2 values. So it found out number of characters it found out in the frequency array are 2, right? Because A and B are available here. Now it will find out how many characters has value greater than or equal to 2, right? Here 0, right? So these numbers do not match, right? So in that case it will give us false. So we cannot take this string basically, correct? Because we want at least two characters, at least two repeating characters. Here there are no two repeating characters. Now if we have, let's say, AB, 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 like this, for example, right? This is our substring, let's say, right? Then A appears three times, B appears three times. So here instead of one you will have three. Here instead of one you will have three. Means A appears three times, B appears three times in the frequency array. Now again you will go through this frequency array and you will check how many number of characters you are finding in this array. Two characters you found here, correct? A and B you found. Number of characters I am saying, not about the repeating characters, right? Now how many number of how many characters you find there with frequency greater than or equal to 2? You find 2, right? Because 3 is 3 greater than equal to 2, right? So these numbers will match, right? 2 is equal to 2. Then it means that you can take this string. This is a good string basically, right? Because you have two characters and both are appearing more than two times, right? Greater than or equal to. 2 is also acceptable, more than 2 is also acceptable, right? So this is the way we will solve this problem. We will keep cutting this string into substrings and we will keep checking if it is a valid string. If it is a valid string, we will keep calculating the maximum length. So clear, right? So the maximum length will tell us what is the longest substring. For example, here when we cut it AB, AB, we will get 4 length. When we will cut it AB, A, B, B, we will get 5 length. So 5 is more than 4, so we will return 5, right, as the answer, right? So this is the way we will implement this problem. So I hope it is clear to you now. Let us go to the Java code now. So we have a longest substring function. We are going to return int the maximum length, right? And we get the string and we get the k value here, correct? First thing we will do a basic check where s is equal to null or s is empty or k is greater than the s dot length. In that case, we will just directly return 0, correct? So this is our basic validation we are doing. Now after that we are creating a frequency array of 26 characters, right? This is integer array as I may explain you, because integer array are easy to manipulate, correct? So we will convert every character into integer, right? Like a to 0, b to 1, like this. So now here we are calculating the length of the string s into n. We are creating a max variable 0 to keep track of length of longest substring, correct? So now we will go through this for loop. These are two for loops basically, right? This is outer for loop and this is inner for loop, because we want to cut every string into substrings. All possible substrings we will cut, right? First thing we will do here is we will fill our frequency array to 0, right? So it means that we are actually resetting this array, right? Resetting the frequency array. So that's what we are doing here. In Java there is a class called as arrays.fill. It has a fill method, so it will fill all the values in that frequency array to 0. It means that we are resetting it basically, right? Because we are in the loop, correct? So it is easy to reset it using arrays.fill method. So we will go here inside this second for loop, right? Second for loop will again go, this is j and this is I, right? J will go from I to n, and we will go through each like value of j, right? And then we will keep calculating the frequency array, and we will check if this current string that we have at hand, is it a valid string or not, right? So for example, so let me remove this. Now you understood this. So for example, we will first take a, then ab, then aba, then abab, then ababb, and ababbc. So we are cutting in all possible substrings basically, right? And always we will keep checking if it is a valid substring or not. So when it will be valid, when it has all the characters which are greater than or equal to 2 frequency, correct? Greater than or equal to 2 frequency. So we will cut it. We will always keep updating our frequency array. We will keep checking if it is a valid or not, right? So here we are checking is valid. If it is a valid substring, that we cut a substring. Now if it is a valid substring, then we will keep calculating the length of that substring here, and we will keep updating our max. If the length of this j minus I plus 1, if it is more than max, we will update it, right? So here we are using the math.max function. So we will always get the maximum length value inside that max variable, right? And at the end we will just return max. So this is our general approach. So I will show you the detail of what is valid method does. So this one is clear, right? So this is the frequency array. So how it will work for this one case I will show you. So it will be clear to you how it is going to work inside the code. So we are at A. So for A we have like 0 position, right? For B we have index 1, C we have index 2 inside the array, right? Z we have index 25. So we have this array which goes from 0 to 25, right? So we are at A, we will increment its frequency, right, to 1. We have seen it 1. Now we will pass this string into our isValid function. We will check if it is valid string or not, right? This is not a valid string, correct? So we will not update our max. We will now cut this string like this, AB. Now A is 1 and B is also 1 now, right? Frequency is 1. Again we will check if is this a valid string. No, this is not a valid string, so we will not update our max. We will now cut the string like this, ABA. Now frequency of A becomes 2, frequency of A becomes 2 and B becomes 1, correct? So now we will again pass this string to our isValid function. Is this valid? No. So we will not update our max, right? We will go and we will cut it now like this, AB, right? So A is 2 and B is also 2 frequency. Now is this a valid string? Yes, it is a valid string. So we will take this length 4, we will update our max to 4. So max is 4. Now again we will go and we will cut it ABB, right? So B is 3 times this now frequency. Is this a valid string? Yes, it is a valid string. So we will update our max to 5, correct? Because its length is 5. Now we will go to ABC now, right? So C's frequency will increase to 1. Is this a valid string? No, this is not a valid string because C has a frequency less than K. So we will not update anything. So this is the way we will keep updating this frequency array, right? Now next time when we are in the loop, we will start doing the substring from B, this position. So we have to reset this array. So we will reset this frequency array for next time, right? Then we will start looking into this part only next time, correct? So that is why we have this arrays.fill, right, to reset the array for the next time, right? So I hope this is clear to you now. I explained it in very detail. So now I'll just show you the isValid function, how the isValid function works. So this one returns true if each distinct character in substring appear greater than equal to k times, correct? So we get the string, we get left, we get right, we get k, and we get frequency array, our current frequency array, right? We have number of letters that we have seen and number of letters at least k times, right? Both are 0 in the beginning. We are going to go through the frequency array here. If number is greater than 0, it means that that number appeared, correct, in that string. So we will just increment the num letters here, correct? If that number, this num is greater than or equal to k, right, then it means that that frequency is more than k, right? So we will increment our num letters at least k plus plus, right? Because that has appeared more than k times, greater than or equal to k times, correct? So at the end we will just check if numbers of letters that we found, total number of letters in that frequency array and total number of letters which are at least k times are equal, right? They should be equal. Then only it means that all the letters appeared at least k times, right? If that happens, we will return true. Otherwise, we will return false, correct? So this is our helper function. It's a private function, returns boolean, correct? So this is a important function, is valid, correct? So I hope it is clear to you now. So we can just now execute this code with some examples. The time complexity is order of n square because we have these two for loops here, and the space complexity is order of 1 because we are just using a frequency array and it is always going to be a constant size, right? So now let us take some examples, make sure this code works. So I will show you this same example that I shown you here. So maximum length is 8 for k is equal to 2, correct? So let us execute this. We are getting correct answer. So if we say 3 here, then let's execute for 3. So we are not having anything which is 3 here, correct? Maximum is 2 only. There is nothing which is 3. So now let's just change this one and make it 3. So now what we will do is we will just put after this C, we can again put like let's put one more ABCD after this ABCD, right? Then it will become 3 characters, right? So let us try that. So now we should get 12. We are getting 12, which is correct answer. Let us take this example that they have given us, the second example. We are expecting 5. We are getting 5, which is the correct answer. Let's take all their examples in one go. So 3 and 5 correct answers. We can just go ahead and submit this code now. So our code got accepted by LeetCode, as you can see it here. So this is the way we can solve this LeetCode coding problem 395 longest substring with at least k repeating characters. So I hope you completely understand the logic and this Java solution in today's session. So we have implemented this is valid boolean like a private helper function. We will always pass the frequency array, which is our current frequency array for that substring, and we will validate it. If it is valid, then we will keep track of the maximum length of the valid substring that we have seen with at least k repeating characters, right? Oh. So if you are new to this channel has a dedicated playlist for LeetCode problems. If you check out that playlist, it has more than 250 different varieties of coding problems solved and explained using whiteboarding session examples and Java code. Um, all the videos come with Java solution code where Java code is shared through GitHub repositories. You will find the Java code link in the video descriptions for all the videos, where you can go check out the Java code, play with the Java code with different test cases for your better understanding of the code. Uh, if you check out those playlists, you will find all different varieties of problems they are solved and explained with examples for your easier understanding. Many of those coding problems are previously asked by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, Lyft, LinkedIn, Uber, and many others. Check out those playlists. You will learn a lot there. You will learn a lot about Java programming, data structures, algorithms, problem solving, logic building, and you will also learn how to solve difficult problems using Java, right? So check out those videos. If you still want to see more problems, there are 3 other playlists on this channel. The names are Code Forces, Code Chef, and AdCoder. You can check out those playlists as well. It also has a lot of good problems there. All in all, there are more than 400 different coding problems on this channel solved and explained. Um, if you like this video, if you find this video helpful, if this video has helped you in understanding this problem in an easier and better way with the explanation and this whiteboarding session, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to this channel. Your subscription is very important for this channel. Some people find it difficult to solve different varieties of coding problems. Through this channel, we would like to help them by showing them how different coding problems can be solved using Java programming, using different data structures, algorithms, and using different computer science techniques. So if you like this video, give it a like, share it as much as you can with your friends and colleagues. so they can also watch these videos. They can also learn from these videos. They can also learn more about Java programming, how to use different Java classes to implement different Java logical concepts. um, if videos on this channel are helping you, if you like the videos on this channel, and if they are increasing your knowledge, you are learning something new by watching these videos, then please write into the comments and tell us about it. Your comments are very important for us. That increases our motivation to create more such good quality content for others, so others can benefit by watching these videos. So tell us about it, how the videos are helping you in your coding interview preparation process, as well as you are learning something new process, right? How you are learning something new on this channel. Keep coding, keep learning, keep solving different varieties of problems, and thanks for watching these videos.